Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and I'm on here now because I'm going to show you how to do the rest of this little teapot thing, little teapot we're making. See, one of those. Now, I've been working away, like coming down to this, and you'll see as you're going, if you've got a shape that's like this, like comes out and goes back in, you'll notice that it'll open up as you're going along. Don't worry about that, because the more that you do, the more cotton you put into, the closer they'll push together itself, so it will go together. This one here wasn't as predominant how it went round. It just pretty much straight up and down. Whatever sort of bead you use, the better the. It just depends. It won't matter. A round one would be probably not. It'll be a little bit harder, but a lot of you said that you're just going to make these, so that's really exciting, isn't it? So I've got around that one, and I'm going to come under here and go back again. I've got a fair bit of thread here because I didn't want to run out. Now, so we'll just push these down as we go along, and it'll go together, because the more you push in there, the more you put round, the more it'll stick down. So I've gone around there twice, and go onto this one twice. And this is awesome, because this would look good on a cooking journal, wouldn't it, or something, if it was hanging on the side, or anything really. You put in your dollhouse if you wanted to make them for the doll's house or something. It's just the fact that it's done out of cotton, so it makes it a bit more unique than just having an ordinary teapot. Now I went under both those because the needle would allow me to, both those pieces at once. So just keep pushing it down, because you want to make it pushing as many, go as many times as you can, just to make it nice and snug, so it'll all be down in there. Now, I wanted to show you this today because I said I was going to. It's our eldest daughter's birthday today, and she's coming over shortly for a little picnic lunch thingy. It'll be inside though, the picnic lunch thingy. I've got this everything hooked up here shortly, so I just wanted to do this before she got here, otherwise I'd be very disappointed if I didn't get it done for you. And we only planned this yesterday because we haven't really seen one other that much because of the COVID. Our youngest daughter's actually in town, but she wasn't coming to visit us because she had something else that she was planned to do. So I'm going to have to go back. I forgot to go under that. What am I doing? And that's okay, because she just had something else she was going to do. I just won't get to see her now for a while, but it's okay until Christmas or something. What have I got here? I'm going to go underneath there. Come on. I wanted to ask our youngest daughter to come over for this today, but I can't, because they've had differences of opinions for many years, my girls. There's 5 years difference in their ages, but they don't get on, and that's a sad thing. But anyway, never mind. I didn't get on with my sister either. She was a very difficult person. We all have different... We're all different people, and we can't, necessarily do the right thing. She was... Anyway, we're not going to worry about that today. I'm excited to see Peg and have a visit with her, so... She's me baby. Not me baby because she's my eldest. She's not my baby, but she always is. They always are to you, aren't they? Yeah. Just so, she's 32, and it's just so... I can remember when she was... I laid her on the table to change her little nappy, and I think she was 3 weeks old, and her little fluffy pilcher things that they had back then come up under little armpits. She was only 5 pound. She was a tiny baby. She was only 5 pound, but she was all good. She was all made nice, and she's a beautiful girl. Very proud of her, she is. I am. Good kid. Can't really call her that. I feel bad when I call them baby and that, because they're only, and my mother never showed me any affection whatsoever, so... well, that's how she was. She was very... anyway. I'll push this up here so it's in properly. I can see a few little gaps, so we need to keep moving it up a bit. Maybe I'll go around there another time. Where are we up to? Yeah. Jeremy just seen a snake. He was coming back from up the town. He went to get Peg a cake, but he bought a whole heap of cupcakes, instead. Because anyway, it doesn't matter. It's good. It's easy to do that. Anyway, he said down the corner from here. He says walking along. He said he's fair there in front of him. He said he was only about a foot away from him. He said I reckon it was huge. He said he didn't know what to do. He said he thought about taking a picture of it, and then thought, you idiot, get out. He'd come flying home. Ah, dear, not flying, but Anyway, I hope it stays down there or just goes away. But he said that's the second one he's seen in a week, because the other one was across the street. There's houses over there, but one across there, though, there's also a shed, and it's a couple of sheds there that belong to the town. They have meetings and that. There's some I don't know whether it used to be where the state emergency service thing was, but there's something else there now. And anyway, there's a paddock sort of thing behind that, and I don't know whether they've come from there, because there's lots of people and dogs and things about. You wouldn't think that they'd be sneaking around, but obviously they are, because different ones that put things up on Facebook and that about them. But I don't know, I'm a bit worried now. I've got to go out myself next week sometimes. And I did go yesterday, but have to show you what I found. I wasn't going to go, but I did end up going because I wanted to do something for Peg, so I did go. And yes, but I couldn't go up to the furniture sale because it wasn't... I went up there, but there was nobody there, so that was a bit disappointing. I don't know if I need to put another row round in that. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be right. We'll see how it looks. It doesn't look too bad, I don't think. And because of the colour behind it, you need to push it down, Sonya. You must have it bunched up too much to the top here. Anyway, we'll sort that out later. I think I have enough rows. I think I have enough rows on it. It's just that it's... Yeah, so... Look at that. Isn't that cool? I think that's really nice myself. I'm just having a bit of trouble here. I'm just not happy. Must have pushed it one way or other too far. we'll just move it around till it fits nice. Okay, now I want to put this piece on for the spout. Okay, so I don't know whether this is going to get in my road or not. It might do, so I might push it up in the inside instead of cutting it off, because I don't want to cut it off, and we can fill the inside of the thing anyway with bits, can't we? What have I got to do it with? You can't put it in with a pin, so now that won't work. The crochet hook might push it up there, I don't know. Might not. Probably don't need to have it that long anyway, do I? So don't cut your... Wait a minute, we'll put this... I'll have to cut it off. But I'll give it a bit of... There's a bit left there, see? Still a bit left. Come on, get up in there. Wasn't very... I was a bit disappointed with the Key and Assist thing that I go to. The box sale is you have a $5. You get a box and you can fill it for $5. I usually put mine in a bag or something, because I've got my gopher and there's not enough room to put the box. But that's all right. I mean, I didn't get that much yesterday, so but it wasn't nowhere near as good as it usually is, because they've got it in a different place and it's only very small, and it was very dingy and dark and hot, really hot in there. It was really hot, very disappointing it was. I think it's going to be it's very sad, because I don't think it's going to do as good. I really don't believe it's going to do as good. So anyway, look, I've got that, and remember I showed you just make this hooky thing, all right? You don't have to have the end bit, just make a hooky thing on your, with a bit of wire, and then we need to put, where's our string here, right? So I'm going to just go over the, I don't think I need to glue it, I don't think so. I'm going to just hang on to it a bit and see how I go, because this is going to part them pieces too, isn't it? I'll put them back together when I've finished them. I won't panic about it too much, I hope. I hope it's not going to have to make nobody panic, you see. Anyway, I'll see if I can move that down as I go. All I'm doing is just catching that bit there and that bit to hope it stays on top of there. Now, I never made this for any other reason, only that I wanted to do it for fun, because I wanted to make it. Come on. Right. Maybe that's enough going up there, do you think? There you go. That looks cool. Now, we're just going to make I suppose we could wrap it. Or I'd only wrap that other one, so just wrap it up here. Put some glue on there, okay? We're going to put some glue so it'll stick. Now, I'll make sure I've got enough cotton on that. I can always come back over and do a bit more though. Did this not have the thing in the end of it? Dear oh dear. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do this. And this, I notice these pins don't fit in there, so why am I trying to do that? Right. Sorry. Okay. Now that's really come apart, hasn't it? It's all undone. I'm going to have to put that in the bin. Look at all the crap I got up in this. That's not good. Needs to be cleaned out, seriously. I only did it the other day because it got stuck again. I don't know, we'll see how we go on now. Put this back on. Yeah, so it was a bit disappointing, that sale. A bit disappointing. I might see if I can get a few minutes and just show you what I bought. Not a lot. But it was a good deal, I think. A good bargain. I think I got a bargain. I don't know yet. I've got to find out what I'm going to do with it first. So today I brushed the cat. Well, I often brush the cat, but today when I brushed the cat, oh, he must be getting his winter coat. He lost a fair bit of hair today when I brushed him. He was laying on the work table out there because I moved everything off it today for the we're having visitors, and he was laying up on there and wouldn't move, wanted me to keep brushing him, and I was not happy because I didn't want to keep brushing him all that time. I was busy, and I'm going to be, I mean, you know, and I didn't have time for brushing the cat, but he must be happy for me to do it because he's losing his fur. It was the summertime, it's coming along. It was nice yesterday too. Could have got a suntan yesterday if I stayed out there in it. I mean, I put my umbrella up so the birds wouldn't get me, and when I took it down, you know, by gee, it was warm after I took it down. I don't know if that's long enough, that spout on that teapot. And this one's a lot bigger, look at that. Right, because they're the same size. So this one looks really good, doesn't it? This one's a tiny little thing, isn't it? Silly. Okay, we'll take him off there. He's not in the plan now, is he? He's going to have to get a longer piece of stuff. We need a longer piece of stuff. Okay, why wasn't I thinking about measuring that before? Don't ask me, I just don't know what I'm thinking. Why do I keep losing the scissors? I must have more scissors than anybody. They're sitting there amongst everything, and I don't know why I have to relocate them all the time. Now, I should be able to get this off here if it hasn't dried. Come on. Because I'm just going to hide it inside the bead. I think it might be too late. I think it might have dried. That was quick. Don't be playing with knives either, people. Okay. I might show you at the end of this video, I think, what I got, because it saved me doing two. So I don't worry about putting two up. Now just cut that cotton on that one. Because it's stuck down a bit. And I can tell which one it is because it's a bit greener than the blue, isn't it? Greener than the blue. Got things on my mind. Just thinking about stuff I have to do after. Well, not really. Try not to anyway. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, readjust that, push that up in there because that was too big, because that was part of the end of the other one. It wasn't, and we don't want to lose that. Righto, push that up in there. Get yourself another piece of wire or something. Is this long enough? Hang on, I might measure it on here. Righto, this might be long enough. This is one of those thingies, you know, that you use for, we use in our beading. I'm actually going to put it down in here. I'm going to push that in there too, eh? Why not? Glue all over me crochet hook. Well, it doesn't want to go in there, does it? Come on. I'm cutting that off a bit. I'm not playing with that anymore. I'm not going to be fiddling around with that anymore. I I need to show you how to do this. Where's the part with the circle I'll put down in the hole. Oh yeah, well that'll go, that's going in there snug like, isn't it? That's good. Now, I need to bend this up here. That might be better, hey? What do you reckon? Give it a bit of a kicky out thing. How's that? That looks better, doesn't it, see? You see that? That looks better. That's better. Righto, now, I'm going to come down through the top because I just want to, and I'm going to make a knot, and it shouldn't go through very far because there's a whole lot of other thread in that up in there, so it shouldn't go through very far, I hope. Right, if I don't pull on it, it'll be fine. Now, I think I'm right to do this now, that's why I've decided to finish it there. Righto, now we're going to go around here, and just at the beginning, just for a few stitches, you just need to put a... come back over here, sorry. I'm going to get down here a bit lower so you can see what we're doing, eh? Can you see me? If I stay there, don't move, Sonya. Okay, so you want to just pick up that part underneath and just pull it over the wire. Oh, I need to take it back the stitch behind it, pull it in a bit further, a bit tighter. Have as tight as you can without ruining it, you know, you don't want to... bit further. That'll do. Okay. So now we're going to wrap that around there, and we're going to put glue on it. Might do two to wrap it up and come back along with it. Okay. So it's not like really skinny, you don't like want it too thin. Might even go up along there again. What do you reckon it could do with another wrap? Okay. I'm going to stick that there, and hopefully it'll dry there. Cut it off at the end. There's always someone around here with that mower. Like I said, Jeremy's already done his today, and the neighbours are out doing theirs now. Okay, so I'm just going to sit this on the bottom of it, and for the top, I've got either this one here. I might have to go back out again in case either this thing for the lid, or I've got that colour for the lid. Don't mind the grey one. I have to put a bead on the top of them though, because they've got to have a bead on it. It doesn't look right if it hasn't got a little knobbly thing that you would pick it up with. Actually, these are cool. I wonder if this would work. It's a half, like it's a flat back pearl thingy. I wonder if that would go on there. Mightn't look high enough though. What do you reckon? Yeah, it's sort of sinking down in it, isn't it? I'm hoping this is going to sit on the bottom and it's going to be able to sit up. We'll see what happens. Might have to put a piece of cardstock underneath it. Don't know yet. So it'll sit. without tipping over. I'll stick this on here. I'm just gonna try and set it up here. Nope. But see, if you're going to use it, you're either going to hang it up or you're going to put it on something, okay? And if you put it on something, you're going to stick it down, right? That's the rule. If you put it on something, you have to stick it down, because I haven't figured out how to make it stand up yet, because it's got that little bit of wire coming out under the base. If you did cut a tiny bit out of the bead where the wire would go up in the inside, that's an idea. You could cut a piece out of there and then push that through. See, because that's coming down there so far too, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? We'll have to see if we can, if I squash that down, I hope I shouldn't muck up my bead. I'll squish it up in there a bit. Should probably do that in the first place. Oh, look at that. It went there. It went up in there. Goodness. Well, that surprised me, as you can probably tell. Well, it did a bit, anyway. And I think I might go with something the same colour as that. Would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? Don't you reckon? I wonder what happened if I try to colour that. This is probably not even the colour it shows you. Look at, there's the top. Oh, it's a bit blue. Oh, that'll work. Oh, yes, that's pretty. It'll work fine. Sit on there and let it sink in. I know I shouldn't be doing this on there. I'll use these paint things. It's a bit. It's different. The colour's actually in the thing that's like this, isn't it? The colour's in the bead. Teapot now. It's a teapot now. Oh dear. Sorry. I'm just colouring in with some permanent marker, which is going to be a bit blue for a minute or two. And so will I probably. Yeah, look at me. They are called Creative Graphic Marker. And this one's colour is... can't see. It'll show you the colour here. Pastel blue, that one. They just come in sets that you can buy like this. Very nice, aren't they? I was gifted those by a friend, and that was very good of her. She said she didn't want them. She wouldn't be using any of them, so she might have had some or something. I don't know. I do need a little pair of scissors, but I keep forgetting to bring them in with me unless they're here. No, not there. I don't want this too big. I just want it to sit underneath it. Yeah, this is a bit too big, a tiny bit too big, not too much. Righto. I really thought I pushed that up in there further than that, but it doesn't matter. It should sit nice. I hope nobody runs into that snake. You know what I mean? I mean, anybody walking. A lot of people walk past here, walking their dogs, or have kids on their bikes and that going past with their parents mostly, thank goodness, these days, because usually they used to just let them go out there in the world by themselves, and it's not a good idea, I don't think. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's nice and neat. And see, if you're hanging it up, we haven't put the handle on. We forgot to put the handle on. We haven't forgot, really. We're still working on it, aren't we? We're not right out there and over. I'm going to have a bit more... that back in there. I'm still missing one out of there, I think. I'm going to get another bit of cotton and I'll put the handle on it. I nearly forgot. And I just need a bead for the top of this thing here. Just need a bead on the top of there. sooner I can stick him on there too, the better, I'd say. It might be a bit too long. No, it'll be alright. Yeah, I'm going to go for flatten that down, hopefully. I got a lot bigger thing on the base of that, but that's a bigger bead too, not by much, but I think that looks tidy, that little one. It'll stand up, look at that. That's cool. Even on the paper? Yes, look at that, even on the paper. If you want to stand it up. I mean, you don't have to. Oh, goodness me. I'm blue, never mind. Everything is blue. Now, opposite side to that, you'll need the handle, so that'll go here. Okay? So we can start down. I'm going to take it down through the top again. Oops, can't do that. Oh, yes, I can. Just really quickly come out before it dries. Sonya. Come out there before it dries. Quick. Yeah, right. Got it. Okay, now it can come right up to the top, or the handle can finish there. Yes, okay, well, we'll take it through the top. I'll take it round through there again. And come under this. Well, it's still drying, because it's wet from the marker and the glue. Come on now, I don't really like that. Make things hard. What happened? I must have pulled it through. Goodness me, Sonya. You took it through there, did you? Should be too... Oh yeah, it's alright. I'll have to lay that down a minute. There we go. Put it back on there. So now I've got that piece coming up there as well, right? So now we need we want the handle. So that's about right. So I'm going to catch it onto here, this second row, this second loop thingy that I've put. So there's two loops, right? You want them to be the same size. Maybe a pencil. Maybe that's might be too big. So you got them, they're pretty much the same size, look. See, they are. Right. Now, we've always got one of these bits in the way, haven't we? You can put that down in there. No, we're just going to take the other with it. Come on, get in there. Okie dokie, come on. There we go. Very good. Okay, now you just want to go around there and hook it back through. And you're going to fill that in. Oh my goodness me, there's stuff caught on that. Then go on there, back through here. Okay. And you just go down the back of this, and I hope this is not too big, this loopy thing, for our handle. That should be alright, I think. They keep moving it all apart, don't I? Okay, so I'm going to put that... I'm thinking I would have liked it not to come right to the top. Anyway, you can decide, you know, whether you want to do that with yours or not. It's a matter of where it would go, and if you can sew it onto it, you should be able to. So this is just a needle weaving sort of thingy. So we're doing a loop. We're making a loop handle. Hope you can see this. Maybe you will be able to in a minute when I move my hands down the road. Just go through there and do that. See, I just don't think I like it right up the top there. Because you're going to put the lid on. This one here, I didn't take it right to the top. Look at that. I don't know why I did that wrong. That's coming off. We're cutting it off because we know that it's only that one piece of thread, isn't it? So we're going to take it off there. We've got it fastened in here anyway. Yep, I've got that. Pull the other one out. It must belong to the other bit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to tuck it under there now. I'm going to put it in the side. I don't want to ruin that. I'll get 2 thickness of thread to start with, and that'll help. And I'll go through here, alright, through there, and up through here, not quite to the top, okay? Now, this might be a little bit tricky, but we might be able to do this. Keep them pieces that you've got there, these bits here, keep them together. And we're going to put it all in this piece here, right? We're going to put it all in there. Now, it might be a little bit tricky at first. Just put your, what's the name, over your cotton. Hang on to everything. Hang on to it all. You mightn't get all them pieces of thread in at first, but you'll get them in when the, because I haven't got them all the same length, which is a bit of a pain, isn't it, really? Righto. I'll put that in there. Now, this is a lot thicker, isn't it? But it's okay. And it's a good size handle. See what we're doing? Going through there. And up through this one. Right, try not to pull that up. I'll cut this bit off here. Well, if I had good scissors I could, I don't know. This handle could be a little bit big. A little bit gaudy looking. Hey, so it's showing you how to do it, eh? I'm showing you what to do, and if you do it a bit thinner than what I've done here, be nice. Because I've made a really, I've taken too many thicknesses. If I just did one of the thing, it might have worked better. Now I've gone to untuck that, so I'll come back over here and do this again. I'm going to leave him like he is because I'm not that disappointed in him. He's got to have a handle, I suppose. I might even take it down a bit if I can. It's a shame I made it too thick. I don't want to pull it undone again. I want to finish it. And I don't think it's too bad. You cannot get anything, well, you can do things to scalp. It's not easy. It's not easy. Now we'll go under there somewhere, pull that down a bit. How's that? It's not too bad. That's not a bad little handle. Now I'm going to go under this bit, take it round here somewhat, under through there. Nobody's going to know that it's there unless we tell them. And we're going to end that off. I thought I cut a bit of that off there. That was good I didn't, wasn't it? If I got a sharper pair of scissors I can get closer to that and fix that later. Okay, so I might go with this light colour lid. I've got to keep moving him back together because I keep separating all that pieces. Maybe his arm is too... Oh, well, put it in a different place and it'll be fine. Just realign it somewhere. Now I need a bead on that. There's a bead for that. Now, all I've got to do now is get these to stick. That's all I've got to do. It's not much, is it? I'll get these to stick down. I don't know how the bead and the button go, but we'll see how we can go with it anyway. We'll have a turn at it, eh? This one looks a bit gawky compared to the other one because it's a bit bigger, thicker, the cotton. No, it's not. It's the same. It's the same cotton, Sonya. Maybe I want this one on here. That's better. I like this little one better. Well, it's not little, but I'd rather that. It's really old, that button, isn't it? You can sort of, it's a shirt one, isn't it? Yeah, it's a shirt button. Oops. Now, if you want to, you could stitch the bead on there first. You should probably do that, Sonya, and make it a lot easier. I'll get all the glue off. Get all the glue off them. And we'll do this nicely now. Come on. We need to do it properly. I need a needle it's not too big. It's got to go through the button in the bead. That one does. Piece of thread. Okie dokie. Sorry, I'm not in the shot. Oh dear. So I'm going to come up through there, go through the bead, go back down through there. Oh, go through these pieces here. See where the knot is? So that's not going to pull through, righto? Go between them. That was as clear as mud. Now I'm rushing. Sorry. So that doesn't go through there, you keep your knot at the back. I'm going to hang on to it a bit, and then I'm going to thread this through here again. Sew it on. I'm making the lid of the pot. Okay. We're making the lid of the pot. There we go. You can do it again too, so it's not going to wobble around, okay? Keep going until you think it's really nice and tight on there. Righto, I'll pull that through there, and now there's glue on that, right? Still sticky. I'm going to take this through the bottom again, yet again. Shouldn't have put the thing on the bottom, should we? I'm going to take it off there. I figured if I do this, it'll hold onto it better. I pushed it down in there too. It's a knot. Put its knot in there. Ah, that's cool. That's cool, Sonya. That's really cool. Okay, now I'm going to stitch this to whatever bit of thread I can get hold of, tight as I can without breaking it. I shouldn't because I've got two thicknesses. There we go. Now we can stick this bottom on again. Do not put on the bottom until you finish the whole thing. Ah, them scissors. Right, now cover up his bottom. I really didn't want to get rid of this piece of stuff here that I've done. I wanted to keep it, so I'm going to try and put it back on there, but it'll look alright. Or I could just make another piece. I suppose it doesn't take long to put a thing on the base of it, does it? But that looks awesome. I do like that. I'm very pleased with how that turned out, really. Considering, you know, that I thought that was a bit too big. The lid could have been a little bit smaller, but you know, it's only pretend, isn't it? It's not real. Looks good from that side, look. Don't you reckon? That's pretty cute. Anyway, I was going to show you what I bought, but I can't because I've got to do another video so I can put it up on that site. So if you want to go and I'll do another one, and I'll be back in a minute with that anyway. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all make little teapots. This little teapot could have had. These are things that you can learn before you start. You want your bead to be bigger around so you can have a bigger lid on it, don't you? You don't want to make it strange shape like I have here. The bell's ringing. It must be time to finish something. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.